I'm playing Piran.
Morning, I'm Jerome Sempio and I'm playing Kronos.
Morning, I'm Alberto Sanchez and I'm playing the first Oedipus.
I'm Archie Booker and I'm playing the second one. I'm Peterson and I'm playing the first chorus and the third Oedipus.
Hello, I'm Noah and I'm playing the chorus and it's the first sequel.
Alas for the seed of men, what measure shall I give these generations that breathe on the void and are void, and exist and do not exist, who bears more weight of joy than massive sunlight shifting in images, or who shall make his thoughts stay on that downtime drifts away, whose splendor is all fallen, O naked brow and wrapped in tears, O change of Oedipus, I who saw your great days call no man blessed, your great days like those gone.
That mind was a strong bow, deep how deep you drew it then, heart archer. At a dim fearful range and brought your glory down, you overcame the stranger, the virgin with her hooking lying claws. And though dead sang, stood like a tower to make pale thieves take heart, fortress against our sorrow. True king, giver of laws, majestic Oedipus. No prince in Thebes had ever such renown, no prince won such grace and power.
And now, of all men ever known, most pitiful is this man's story. His state fallen to low slaves. Ground under bitter fate, O Oedipus, most royal one, all understood too late. How could that queen whom Laos won be silent when that act was done? All action come to justice there. Child of Laos, doomed to die. I weep for the world's outcast. I was blind, and now I can tell why. Asleep, for you had given ease of breath to Thebes, while the false years went by.
Elders of Thebes, most honored in this land, what horrors are yours to see and hear? What weight of sorrow to be endured? If truly your birth, you venerate the lights of Logdakos. I think Israel's nor Phases, those great rivers, could purify this place of all the evil it shelters now, or soon must bring to light. Evil not then unconsciously but will. The greatest griefs are those we cause ourselves.
Surely, friend, we have grief enough already. What new sorrow do you mean?
The queen is dead,
Oh, miserable queen! What happened?
her own. The full sorrow of what happened you cannot know, for you did not see it, but I who did will tell you as clearly as I can how she met her death. When she had left us, in passionate silence, passing through the court.
She ran to her apartments in the house. She closed the door behind her. Then, by that bed where long ago the fatal son was conceived, that son who should bring about his father's death, a husband by her husband, children by her child. He hurtled his way at the twin doors, the bolts gave, and he rushed in. And there we hanging, her body swaying from the cruel cord she had noosed about her neck. A great sob broke from it, heartbreaking to hear. He loosened the rope and lowered her to the ground. I would blot out from my mind what happened next. For the king ripped from her gown the golden brooches, raised them, and plunged them down straight into his own eyeballs, crying, no more shall you look on the misery about me, the horrors of my own doing. Too long you have known the faces of those whom I should never have seen, too long been blind to those for whom I was searching. From this hour, go in darkness.
Is he in agony still? Is there no rest for him?
He is calling for someone to open the doors wide, so that all the children of Cadmos may look upon his father's murderer and his mother's... No, I cannot say it. And then he will leave Thebes, self-exiled, in order that the curse, which he himself pronounced, may depart from the house. He is weak, and there's none to lead him. So terrible is his suffering. But you will see. Look, the doors are opening. In a moment, you will see a thing that would crush a heart of stone.
Dreadful indeed for men to see. Never have my own eyes looked on a sight so beautiful. Oedipus, what madness came upon you? What demon leaped into your life? With heavier punishment than a mortal man can bear. No, I cannot even look at you before we and I would speak, question, ponder, if I were able. No, you make me shudder.
God, is there no sorrow greater? Where shall I find harbor in this world? My voice is hurled far on a dark wind. What has God done to me?
Too terrible to think of what you see.
Ah, dear friend, are you faithful even yet you alone? Are you still standing here? Will you stay here, patient, to care for the blind? The blind man, yet even blind, I know who it is that tends me. By the voice's tone, though my new darkness hides it.
Oh, fearful acts! What god was it drove you to break nights?
Apollo, dear children, the god was Apollo. He brought my sick fate upon me, and delivered, but the biting hand was my own. How could I bear to see when all my sight was horror everywhere.
Everywhere. That is true.
And now what is left? Images, love, a greeting evening, sweet to the senses. Is there anything? No, friends. Lead me away. Lead me away from Thebes. Lead the great wreck and hell of Oedipus, whom the gods hate.
Your misery. You're not blind to that. Would God, you had never found it out?
Death take the man who one bound and delivered me and my feet on that hillside and delivered me from death to life. What life? If only I had died. This weight of monstrous doom could not have dragged me and my darlings down.
I would have wished to say,
Oh, never to have come here with my father's blood upon me. Never to have been the man they call his mother's husband. Oh, accursed, oh, child of evil, to have entered the selfsame one. More primal than sin itself, this fell to me. I
do not know what words to say to you. You are better dead than alive and blind.
Do not counsel me anymore. This punishment that I have laid upon myself is just. If I had eyes, I do not know how to bear the sight, for I have sinned against them both. So vilely that I could not make my peace by strangling my own life. Or do you think my children, born as they were born, would be sweet to my eyes? Ah, never, never. Nor this town with its high walls, nor the holy images of the gods. For I, thrice miserable, Oedipus, noblest of the line of Cadmos, have condemned myself to enjoy these things no more, by my own malediction, expelling that man whom the gods declared to be a defilement in the house of labs. After exposing the rankness of my own guilt, why did you shelter me when I was cast upon you? Why didn't I die? Then I should have never shown the world my execrable birth. And while all this evil was cancerous within me, my father's blood, my own blood, spilled by my own hand, can you remember the unspeakable things I did there, and the things I went on to do? Oh, marriage, marriage, no tongue can say how evil. For the love of God conceal me, somewhere far from Thebes, or kill me, or hurl me into the sea, away from men's eyes forever. Of all men, I alone can bear this guilt.
Creon is here now. As to what you may ask, he may decide to course to take on. He is only left to protect the city in your place.
Alas, how can I speak to him? What right do I have to beg his courtesy whom I have deeply wronged?
I've not come to mock you, Oedipus, or to reproach you either. You, standing there, if you have lost all respect for man's dignity, at least respect the flame of Lord Helios. Do not allow this pollution to show itself. Open thee here, and abrupt to the earth, and heavens reign in the light of day. No, take him into the house, as quickly as you can, for it is proper, that only the close kindred see his grief.
I pray you in God's name, since your courtesy ignores my dark expectation, visiting with mercy this man of all most execrable. Give me what I ask, for your good, not for mine.
And what is it that you turn to me, begging for?
Drive me out of this country as quickly as may be, to a place where no human voice can ever greet me.
I should have done that before, now only. God's will had now been fully revealed to me.
But his command is plain. The parasite must be destroyed. I am an evil man.
That is the sense of it, yes. Whereas things are, God best discovered clearly what is to be done.
To learn more about a man like me,
You are ready now to listen to the God.
I will listen, but it is to you that I must turn for help. I beg you, hear me. The woman is there. Give her whatever funeral you think proper. She is your sister, but let me go, Creon. Let me purge my father's Thebes of this pollution. Death will not ever come to me through sickness or in any natural way. I have been preserved from some unthinkable fate, but let that be.
Be kind, my lord. Great prince, be kind. Can I but touch them? They would be mine again as when I had eyes. Ah, God, is it my dearest children I hear weeping? Has Creon pitied me and sent my daughters?
Yes, Oedipus, I knew that they were dear to you in the old days, and know you must love them still.
May God bless you for this, and be a friendlier guardian to you than he has been to me. Children, where are you? Come quickly to my hands. They are your brother's hands that have brought you to your own father's clear eyes. To this way of seeing, dearest ones, I had neither sight nor knowledge, and your father by the woman who has the source of his own life. And I weep for you. Having no strength to see you, I weep for you when I think of the bitterness that men will visit upon your lives, all homes. What festivals can you attend without being forced to depart again in tears? And when the marriageable age comes, where is the man, my daughters, who dare bane the risk of the lives of my children? Is there an evil wanting? Your father killed his father, sold the womb of her who bore him, engendered you in front of his own existence. That is what they will say. Then whom can you ever marry? There are no bridegrooms for you.
And your lives must wither away in sterile dreaming. O Creon, son of Oedipus, you're the only father my daughters have, since we, their parents, are both of us gone forever. Their own blood, you will not let them fall into beggary and loneliness. Keep them from the miseries that are mine. Take pity on them, see they are only children, friendless except for you. Promise me this, great prince, and give me your hand in token of it.
Say what you desire, God grant that I may. No, he will grant your wish.
I could say much if you could only understand me, but as it is, I have only this prayer for you. Live where you can, be as happy as you can, happier, please God, than God has made your father.
Enough, you have wept enough. Now go within.
I must, but it is hard.
Time eases all things.
You know my mind then? Send me from Thebes,
That you are in command here, or rather think.
since God hates me.
How? When you were, you served your own destruction.
You promise.
I cannot speak beyond my own knowledge.
Lead me in.
Come now and lead your children.
No! Do not take them from me.
Think no longer.
Men of Thebes, look upon Oedipus. This is the man who solved the famous riddle and towered up most powerful of men. No mortal eyes but looked at him with such envy. Yet in the end, ruin swept over him. Let every man in mankind's frailty consider his last day, and let none presume on his last good fortune until he find life at his death, a memory without pain.